Hey guys, before I start the video, I just want to say to everybody that's already subscribed and liked and commented, it means a lot to me. Thank you so much. If you can, if you watch this video and you say, hey, this guy did an okay job, subscribe. If you're like, hey, this guy's an idiot, subscribe. If you love America, subscribe. It helps the channel, keeps me motivated, and keeps this thing moving along. Thanks guys, I really appreciate it. What's up YouTube? Back on the Model A fraud build. I got one of my BFFs here, Darren, here to help me play. What we're working on tonight is the suicide front end, and it's not just suicide because I'm building it. It's actually what it's called. So what we're gonna do, let's see if I can get this camera in a little better. We're gonna bring this over here. We are gonna put a piece of 2x3 steel from one side of the frame rail to the other. And then we're gonna measure and come up with another piece of 2x3 and over, and make a plate to catch the top of the spring. So first we're just gonna clean this up a little bit, cut the 2x3, make sure we like the right height, and then we'll bring you guys back when we start doing stuff.
I think you meant 25 3/4, but either.
All right, guys, so I just cut a piece, and this is why Darren's here. Hey, Darren, put the piece in that I cut.
Absolutely. Fits like a glove.
There you go.
Maybe it goes this way. Oh.
I've always wanted a big pipe. This is the only way it's going to happen, so let Darren fix my mistake.
Oh, boy. Yeah, we'll give ourselves a little room, so we'll go 25 7/8 light.
And what did I do?
You went 26 7/8.
Yeah.
An extra inch.
What's an inch among friends? What's up, guys? So for the our next performance, we cut the front, I guess, cross member, you want to call it, maybe. We marked the center. We're going to kind of scribe out for another piece of 2x3 steel. We're going to cut it with the plasma cutter, and then we can drop the piece in that's going to go up vertical, and then a horizontal piece which will catch the top of the spring. So we're going to try to mark this out, close enough, and get in the plasma cutter and get cutting. Nice. Mathematicals.
Let's see the master at work.
Look at that. I press myself sometimes. I didn't go deep enough. Story of my life. I think you had a good idea with drilling the 4 holes. I listen to you more often. Okay. I got a little swervy. Right.
Try to clean that up a little.
Beautiful. Look at that.
A little more. Pretty impressive.
Nice.
All right, guys, so this is how it's pretty much going to sit. We just put this piece back in here for now. We got this rectangle cut in the center. The way it's going to work is I'm going to set a piece of 2x3 all the way in. I'm welding on the outside. I don't have a ton of gussets to make it really strong. So now I need to figure how far up we need to come before we go back that way. So let's see. We had another one of these. I had like a 12-incher.
Hey. Well,
I just want to kind of see if this will work. Yahtzee. I mean, I think this will work. The other one will be better, but let's see. And then, we figure we have to add in for the thickness of the pipe. So from all the way down here, it's hard to see because that's out back a little bit far. I wish this was bigger. You know what? Let me see if I can get the other one. I want to try to get this.
What are you trying to do?
I want to figure there's going to be another piece of 2x3 here straight.
Right.
And then one going down here.
Okay.
So I need to make this tall enough. So then with that other piece going on top that's going to sit on here, with the locating pin and to put the bolts through it.
Right.
So I want to make sure this piece is the right height. So I want to see from like inside there. That's why if this stuck out a little bit longer, it'd be easy.
I mean, if you
They get it off that pin. Yeah. I mean,
yeah, it's not. I can't really.
Yeah, I got it. So at the bottom of that, it's about 9 inches.
Yeah, we don't know if this is level either, though. This top of the spring. From my view, it looks like it's pointed down a bit, but I mean, you could always cut it a little taller.
Yeah.
Make your plate, put it on, and then put your bar across the top, and then see where make it level, make your mark, then cut it. Then you're good, and then weld it.
And let's see.
Well, realistically, we want to go this way, so yeah, it's got to come
that way.
Yeah. Where are we at now? Let's see.
That looks good.
Close enough.
Yeah, close enough. So all the way down.
Hold on. Let's see if I can
get the other one too.
Remember that guy that had, oh, never mind, he didn't have 3 hands in Terminator. Or not Terminator, Total Recall.
I'm going to say 9.5 inches. So we come up 9.5 and then put the other piece on top of it. Actually, we should probably go a little bit higher even because then the plate's got to go.
Right. I would say cut it longer, have it higher, a little bit higher. You do your plate.
Okay.
However you're going to do that, then you can set your other square stock on top of that where you're going to want it, and then run it into it. At least, and then you can mark. Yep. You get a better idea. So I'd rather it be too big than not big enough. Fit right in with him, aren't I?
All right, so let's go for 11 inches. I don't want to spoil it with the full 12.
Hey.
Man, you're so safe. You got a pair of glasses on your head and your face.
I forgot where the hell they were.
Just one there. Maybe I'll do one on this side here. That's it. She's tacked.
What's up, guys? It's the next day. Actually made a bunch of progress last night. Unfortunately, Darren had to go home. Something about a wife and kid. I don't know what he's talking about. But he'll be back on the channel, helping me with this project. And if you want to see some more of Darren before that, I'll put a link down below to his OnlyFans, and you guys can support him that way too. But let me take you over to the car and show you what we did. Yes, this is where we're at. This is still loose. She's not even tacked in yet. So all we really did was, we took the old, I don't know if it's more of a spring mount or a front cross member. I'm not sure what the technical name is, but we got the rivets out, took that out. We got this piece going across. You saw earlier in the video, we notched this out so it's actually dropped in all the way. And I just tacked it on the side and in the back there. So the next thing we did was I had some old 6x6 plates that you put where a roll cage in a car would kind of meet the floor. I had it from another project. I don't even know what I had it for, but I happened to be looking through my scrap bin the other day and I saw it. It's like, oh my God, look at that. Pays to be a junk collector. So basically what I need to do now is, so this piece will go on, it has a locating pin. And this is I'm gonna have to drill a hole here. I gotta measure this and get the right U-bolts. But it'll be a hole here, 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 and here. That'll bolt this down. And then I need to take a measurement to cut the piece to come. I'm gonna go probably all the way from the front. I want this thing to be stupid strong. Maybe, yeah, I'm gonna come all the way up. Yeah, I want this thing to be strong. And then take a measurement, where it meets back here. I'm gonna cut it. So there'll be, I'm gonna have a gusset on this 90 here. I'll have a gusset coming down this way, right here. I'm gonna have a gusset coming down this way. I want this to be really beefy and really strong. So when me and Darren were talking about this last night, I was saying, it has a locating pin, which is awesome. Those clips are really gonna hold it from moving, but I wish there was a way, if I had a press that was really strong and I could probably press this piece to actually grab it. But what I was thinking is I have the old piece of cross member or leaf mount that I cut out. Let me see. So that actually, grabs the front here like it's supposed to. I can bolt it down. I made these marks or where this plate comes in, say perfectly square. So then that comes on there. So what I'll do is cut there and just have this piece here. So when I drop it, it'll actually kind of encase the whole leaf. I think that'll make it a little bit stronger. And then from here on top, we'll put the piece to go back. Maybe I'll start further back now. No, still come all the way up. But then we'll have the piece to come, straight back this way. So right now I need to kind of get that piece level, try to clamp. I'm gonna actually cut this on the with the torch, cut it here and here, and make this piece smaller so it just clamps on. And then I don't think I'm gonna weld this 20 here yet. I'm gonna kind of get everything leveled and tack everything up and then go from there. I just don't want to commit with a full weld until I see everything is dead square, because I'd rather measure several times than have to start cutting stuff up. So I'll put you guys in the stand and we'll make some progress. All right, here's a little progress report. So what I did was when I measured for that piece to go across here, it's gonna actually sit on top of the spring. I actually cut the two tacks out because once I made the mark on here, I didn't want to do it by hand. I don't want it to be all crooked. I've got that. So I just cut them, the tacks, cut on the saw, and then I got it back in, leveled it all up, and just put a couple more tacks back in it. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to finish buzzing this all the way around. Then I cut the piece to go across. That's going to grab on top of the spring and that plate. So this is going to go right here. I am going to, after I get this all put together, just because, it might be a little bit stronger and it'll look better,
you know, I'll cut a piece of flat stock to fit in here and buzz that all in. So we'll have this guy going like this to grab the front of the spring. I will have a gusset going from here to here. I am also going to have a gusset from here down to here somewhere. Same thing on this side. All going to be out of this 2x3. I think it's 1/8 inch thick. It's pretty heavy wall. It's going to be really strong. So next thing I'm going to do is I'll put you guys in the camera. We'll buzz this in pretty quick. Then get this guy in. Then cut some gussets. And we'll get it going. We're making moves. I'm actually really happy with this. This has come out awesome. So let's get welding.
Hey, what's up, guys? So I kind of thought this would be nice and easy, just kind of like, you know, throw it in, tack it up, or, you know, keep it moving. You would be surprised, for me anyway, how difficult it is, because I gotta make sure it's you know, centered this way. I need to make sure that this bar is level this way, this is level this way and this way. So there's a lot of like moving parts. So right now I have, you know, this is level, the frame is level, this is level up and down. I have this bar, which is, even though I welded a piece of flat stock in back there, I still needed to, I think it kind of still sprung a little bit. So what I had to do was just take this pipe, take like an 1/8 inch off this side, and then put the clamp on there to pull it over for when I tack it in. So right now it's like 9 7/8 between here and here, and there and there. I want to tack this. I'm going to tack it up in the front, and then I want to kind of put a clamp on here and like squeeze the hell out of it to get rid of this gap. I know I probably could just beat the hell out of it with a hammer, but everything is like kind of low right now, and I'm very scared to touch it. So I think what I'm going to do, you know what, it almost looks like, I think what I might do next actually, because I'm looking at it from the front here, I'm going to grab another one of these clamps. That one's garbage. And I'm going to put it from here to this side, because I see the bottom here, the rail is a little bit crooked this way, and that'll pull it in straight, because I know these cuts are straight. I did it with the saw. So I'm going to grab one more clamp, get this in, then I'm going to buzz here, I'm going to buzz that whole way in, and then squeeze these super tight, and then, you know, it's kind of stupid. I'm going to, you know, weld it across the whole way here, and I'm going to weld it on the inside. I was almost thinking, like, do I want to do a rosette weld here? Or for just this one and this one where it catches it, do I want to just drill through and put like a grade 8 bolt? I mean, I trust my welds, but I don't know. We'll see. It might just be a weld. We'll see. But let me get the other clamp on here. I'm going to pull this back. It's soft, man. It's like so much. Get everything in place. Perfectly level. Move it out of the way. You get it back in perfectly level. But I really want this to come out to the best of my ability. So let me get another clamp on here, and then I'll bring you guys back and we'll tack everything out. All right, guys, so that other clamp actually brought it in really nice. Now they're dead straight. Just these clamps are made for wood, so they got rubber pads on them, so they're white, but that's fine. So I'm gonna buzz these two sides in really quick, then put a clamp on here. We'll squeeze this down, and then I can buzz the top, and then probably just do a rosette, and keep moving. See if we can do a little, should be able to back this off. Let's see if my welds hold it. Held it. Hold it. Don't break. Hey, look at that. So proud of myself. Hooray! And look, it's still level. I don't believe it. Also, if you want to see it again, that awesome weld is right here. Just not sure if you wanted to see it. So I'm gonna buzz it in both sides along here. Gonna buzz it in here. The bottom has to get beat up that way, and you know, cut flush. I measured from the edge of the hole before I did this to here and here, so I know the tops are straight, the bottoms are not. So I'm gonna have to like clean that up a little bit, but weld it here, like I said, bust that, knock that up, do that. When I'm done with the whole, I guess, frame, I'm gonna flip it upside down and I'll weld the bottom. I don't wanna get in the ground, I'm not that good where I can, you know, go above my head. So I'll flip it over and do that after. This whole thing is gonna have to get sandblasted. I'm actually gonna go a little step beyond there and at least from the firewall up to the front here, I'm gonna sand the shit out of this, make it really nice. And I'm actually gonna, you know, I'm gonna fill all the holes and I'm gonna actually, you know, body work it. A couple coats of Bondo, nice skim coat, just to make it look, you know, make it look as good as I can. I'm also gonna box this whole frame, just to make, I mean, yeah, 200 horsepower, but I think it'll be cool. Maybe one day, you know, I'll put a 9-inch in it and, you know, do something with the motor, single turbo, who knows? I'm always doing stupid shit. So for now, I'm gonna weld here, we're gonna weld here, the tops, and then I can get this thing, put the spring back up where it goes. Yeah, woo, wrong way. And then I'll probably do a little rosette action. And get this baby line back up and there it goes. All right, beautiful. So we clean my room and get this all back, make this all look nice and nice. And then I'll bring you guys back. Hey, so I had a little brainstorm happening here. I was gonna put this piece on top there and then, you know, weld it over there, but it's so much easier if I just take this piece. It's already cut to length, so I know nothing's gonna change with this. So what I did was, I'm gonna weld it right here on the bench. It'll come out better, and it'll be so much easier to weld right in front of me. I marked out the plate here for, you know, where the center is, so I can run this piece across. What I'll do is once I get it in place, I'll tack it, and I'll just measure from this side here, just to make sure it's 100% square. And another thing I need to do, once these are welded in, the little locating pin that comes up through here, it's a little higher than this. So I'm gonna need to drill a small hole, and I can just grind that down so it like stops here. I'd rather leave it in and then use a center punch and punch into here and then drill this when this is all together. So I think it'll be a better way to do this. So I'm gonna buzz this in real quick. I'll show you how it came out. Hopefully it's good. And then we can get this on the car. All right, guys, so, you know, I actually pride myself. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but, you know, toot, you know, she's hot. Welding makes things hot. I'm not sure if you guys know, pro tip. But I'm actually really happy. The welds look awesome. Are they gonna hold? Who knows, but they look good. So next I wanna make this hole right here. What I'm gonna do is, you know, this channel's not about, you know, doing everything perfect, having every tool in the world, but, you know, making do with what you have to, you know, make cool stuff. So I think a lot of guys could probably respect that because we all don't have the tool that we want, because I'm addicted to tools. I'm sure a lot of you guys are too. But what I got, Amazonia, this was like 20 bucks, but it's a center punch set. So basically what you do is you find, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know this already, but you find, you know, whatever size hole is, this was a 1/2 inch hole. You get her in here, that's that, so look at it a little smaller. and it'll make the actual center, because what I would do in the past without having this is I would get it close, and that would suck, because then what would happen is it would be off a little bit, and then this one would get oblonged out, and I need this for a like a locating pin, so I don't want this to be where it could slide all over the place. So I kind of want the hole in the next piece to be dead nuts like that one is, and I was actually surprised that that was like the perfect hole, if that exists, but it's because Darren was here. And Darren, he's a good mechanic, so anything that takes brains, I'll have him come over, because I'm lost in that department. Oh, another pro tip. When you do this, you put it in the hole, hit it with a hammer. If you can, try not to use a table that's like paper thin. So I'm sure I'm gonna hit this, stuff's gonna fly everywhere, it's gonna do like a whole thing, but I should do it on the floor, but I'm not gonna. So that's it right there. So this will find absolute dead center. Let's see. She's a beauty. So I'm gonna go throw this on the drill press, make that hole, and then we can take it, put it back. I'm gonna use the, I love these things, but they get these freaking fur burgers on them after a while from cut metal around and stuff, and then they don't work that great anymore. Kind of sucks. It's a pain in the ass to clean them, but I'll use these to, get this up there straight. Just pop these guys on, and hopefully that'll hold, be strong enough to hold this kind of heavy. But we'll do that. We'll get this in, and then I'm trying to think what's next. Next, I'm gonna have to kind of mark out for the for these holes, actually, for where I put the bolts through. I saw another video. This guy is awesome. Make It Custom. He owns Japan's Customs. He's got an awesome YouTube channel. Amazing metalwork guy, and he teaches all his techniques and stuff. And believe it or not, even though my low level, I've followed a lot of things that he does, and I've learned a lot from watching him. So check him out. He's awesome. I forgot why I was mentioning him. Oh, that's why. Because he did a video on one of his cars that's freaking amazing. And I noticed in the front of his car, he doesn't have actual U-bolts. He just has, separate bolt holes where it goes through. So I'm going to do that. Because in that way, I'm not stuck trying to find the perfect U-bolt. So as I'm talking, I'm thinking two things at one time. It's good for me. I think what I probably should do is kind of bring this over to that leaf spring and kind of look where I want to make those holes, because it'll be easier for me to do this now on the drill press than have to do it while it's on the frame over there. So you guys help me with all these good ideas, guys. I'm gonna go kind of mark where these are. I'll use a punch so I can mark those holes. So we'll be drilling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes. So I'm taking that off so I can pick this up and then burn my hands like an idiot. All right, guys, so I got this piece ready to rock. Got the holes to, I'm gonna put another plate under the bottom of this, kind of wedge it between. Once everything's in and level, I am gonna put a, under this plate here, I'm gonna put a small piece of angle iron this way and this way, so it'll kind of grab that. So even though it'll be clamped, there's no way possible it could sway. So what I'm gonna do now is I have this clamp. It's, the bubble says we're good. I'm gonna, weld it up both sides. I'm not gonna weld the top yet because I'm gonna make a small little plate to go in here, and I'll have that weld that will do both. Instead of having a bead and then another bead, it'll look stupid. And then I got to weld in here. I'll do that, and then I need to make a piece from here to here, here to here, and there to there. So put you in the stand, we'll weld this up, and another step forward. Looks good. All right, guys. So I cut the front gusset to go under, like where the piece comes out that actually mounts to the spring. So this guy's gonna go under there and buzz it in, weld it in on 11. Now I wanna make the two side pieces that come off. So instead of just doing a square tube, the thing I like about rat rods is, you know, people use like different stuff, use like different tools, or, you know, like I wanna do for the shift knob, I wanna do one of those old school, like crystal looking doorknobs. That looks awesome. That's gonna be my shift knob. So what I found was, I have some extra spring steel from another Model A spring that I have. So what I'm gonna do is where the front piece comes up, I'm gonna clean these up and weld these in on the sides of that. They're super strong. I know it's spring steel, they are not gonna bend. It's no joke. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean this up and I'm gonna throw it on the trike, wrong project. I'm gonna throw it on the Model A and we'll see how it looks. All right guys, so the next thing we need to do is get all this bracing over there. So, you know, some of the YouTubers I watch, they can do this trick. I'm gonna see if it works. I don't think it works. So I just gotta put this stuff over there. Wow guys, that trick actually worked. I got the spring steel kind of welded in there. I got the suicide front end all welded up. Here, I'm just gonna cut a little piece to fit in there. So I'll do that off camera. That's not too fancy, but this is actually all welded up. It's super strong. Everything is dead level. I am super proud of this, guys. I know it's not much, but I'm proud of it. Just another step closer to having this thing in roller form, which is the goal right now. So next video, which I'm gonna start working on immediately, is going to be zinging the rear. So I can kind of get this rear end up forward into place. And then, you know, I'm actually not gonna do an actual Z. I'm gonna go hardcore. 90 up, 90 over. Nice, easy. I don't have to work with the angles. So I can do it. This will be so much easier to come up and over. And it's gonna be in the trunk. Nobody's gonna see it. And then again, I'm gonna build some gussets back there. I mean, everything that I'm welding up here is gonna be, I'm gonna say, stronger than the actual frame itself. So I am confident this is gonna be perfect for what I want. So next video, we're gonna get the rear end up and in. After that, I am gonna start framing the inside to make the doors. And then from there, I think everything else is gonna fall in place. So guys, thank you again for watching. Thank you for subbing. It means a lot to me. It kind of gives me the motivation to keep it going. So like I said, please sub, like, comment. It's greatly appreciated. Thanks, guys.